Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my week 1 check-in for the month of October, and to be honest, it's a bad one. We've spent quite a lot of our money in the first week, but that just means we need to start tightening our belts. So I'm tracking from the 1st until the 11th, which is today. So I did say the 10th, but I'm just going to track to the 11th anyway, so this may be a bit askew, but that's fine. I do have new colours for this month. Some are the same, and then I've added an extra. So if you do not know, blue is for eating out, yellow is petrol, red is unbudgeted or anything else that I do not track necessarily in my weekly check-in, but I do have it in my budget. So things like my best friend's birthday, things like that. And then I've got me and Thomas are pink. I've got this kind of mint green for household, and then purple for grocery shopping. I have decided that anything that is Thomas's, I've just written his name just so I can distinguish between mine and him, instead of writing what he actually bought. So I've already pre-wrote them, so let's get on into checking in for the first week. We have a lot of expenses, so let's zoom you in so you can see. So on the first, we have a household expense, so that was the range. We went there just to look at their Christmas collection, and it is amazing. We took lots of pictures ready for that, but we did pick up a few things whilst we were there. Next, on the second, we have Thomas's first expense for £43. I'm not going to share what he bought all the time, just because obviously that's his own personal things. He doesn't mind me sharing numbers, but he doesn't want me to share everything that he bought for himself, and that's totally fine. It's his own privacy. But he spent £43.95. Oh, I had another one on the first, which was my Little Thought Store subscription box. I can't wait for that to come and show you. It is a kind of self-care theme, so I'm super excited about that. What else did we have on the second? We had medicine that's come out of our household fund. We weren't feeling very well, so we had to go and pick up some medicine. As you can see already, we spent quite a lot. On the third, we bought new car mats for our car. We wanted to get them from the dealership, so we have a Skoda. So we wanted to get the proper one, since this is our first brand new car. We were really excited, so we got that. And then we also went to Home Bargains whilst we were there. We did not spend very much money there, just £3.97. I think we only picked up one thing, but that's the first 3 days. As you can see, it's not looking good for our first week. The fourth, we went to B&M. That was £9.98. We also went to McDonald's. This is our first eating out category. On our way home, so got that in there. Next, we have Chinese, which was on Monday, since it was my friend's birthday this day. So we have that there. Do we have anything else on the 5th? We have Tesco's. So we did our shopping later, so we had to nip to Tesco's just to get some things to do us for the start of the week. So that was £26.93. And then we ended up going to Aldi the next day to pick up the rest of what we needed, and that was over what we normally spend. That was £63.11, but hopefully we can start to bring it back if we have, because we also need to toilet roll this week we've not needed toilet roll for a couple of months because we buy the big giant pack. So that's why it's so high. So hopefully it'll be less. We also needed petrol on the 6th. It's the first time we've had to fill up our car, and it was £42.12. We have been driving it since then, and it's not even halfway empty. So I think I'm going to do quite well in terms of petrol. I'm also going to put that I paid for my friend's birthday present. It came out of my account this day, so I'm going to pop that down as well. Moving on to the 7th, we did some clothes shopping. So I bought some things out of Matalan, and that was £25.70. And then Thomas bought some things as well, and his total came to £20. Super. Flipping over, we have, for the 8th, we have Primark. As I said, clothes shopping. I needed lots of jumpers and cardigans just because it's getting really cold and I kind of declutter seasonally, so I needed a lot of those things. Also, Thomas had an expense that day. He actually bought me a new tripod for my camera. My old one was dead flimsy and it broke. So he picked up a new one, and this one is so much sturdier. It's great. It comes out further as well, so that I have more space. So I'm thinking that my setup is getting a lot better. Please let me know in the comments if you think that as well. But I think that the lighting and the angle I'm really getting the hang of it, which I love. Next, we do have two expenses. Now, as I said in my previous video, I do not currently have a laptop. We ended up ordering a new one for myself, an Apple MacBook Air, and Thomas was ever so kind. He offered to give me £100 towards my laptop for the deposit, and I put down 50. And we have a buy now, pay 6 months later with no interest. So that is the deal we got, which is super. So those are two expenses that came out of both of our accounts. And also Bella Panel is having a sale this weekend, so I bought some things from her, and that was £37.87. And lastly, we had, which was yesterday, we ended up going to see my sister and my nephew, and we had a Chinese with her. It's only £4.60. And then we went to Tesco's for some gin for Thomas, and that was £10.99. If you're in the UK, you have to try Thomas's, the Tesco's own gin. It's the Parma Violet one. He says it's amazing, so you definitely need to check that out. But that is everything for our weekly check-in. As you can see, we have a lot. We have no spend days at all. But I'm also, just while I'm here, going to tick off that we did pay our rent, we paid our council tax, our electric has been paid, and our phone bill. In fact, even our TV and sofa came out early, so that has been paid as well. So in terms of bills, we're doing okay. We've got a couple left. But let's get on into our weekly check-in. So, if you have not seen my weekly check-in setup and my October budget, I'll leave it in the cards up above. So, our first category is petrol, and we spend £42.12. So, we had budgeted for £120 for the month, so we still have £77.88 left. So that should do us probably about 2 tanks, which I think we may, if we still have half a tank left, I'm trying to work this out here, we may not need to fill up again till about the 20th. One tank made Another tank may just do us to the end of the month, but we will see. This may just be the perfect number for us, and I'm not going to do remaining per week for, I don't think I want to do it for any of them. So moving on to food, we spent a total of £90.04, which is a lot over what I usually budget per week. I budget about £70 per week, but we did need toilet roll, we did need other things that we just ran out of, so hopefully we can bring that down. So total remaining, we have £189.96. I do budget £70 per week, so £280 for the month. And remaining per week, we have £63.32, which is doable. We can definitely do it. We've done weeks where we've only spent £40, so definitely we can do it. We'll just need to be a little bit more tighter with our money. So moving on to Thomas. Thomas spent a total of £180.70, but of course that's taking into account him giving me £100 for my laptop, so he kind of gave a lot of, well, he gave half his money away for the month, but he is just the sweetest person. So he has £19.30 remaining. My fiance is one of those people who he would give you any money that he had as long as you were happy. He never wants for anything, he never needs for anything. He is the best and I love him to pieces. I can't believe he gave me that money for my laptop. He's just the sweetest. So for me, I spent a total of £203.85. I knew that I would be a lot the first week just because I wanted to get clothes. And as a girl, I always go overboard with clothes. Also, that's including my sticker purchases as well, and the £50 for my laptop. So I'm not doing too bad, but I do have £96.15 left. So £20 of that will be for my nails, £30 for my eyebrows. So that will leave me £46.15, and that should do me to get my November budget and my November monthly kits. That's the only thing I need to get for November. I have all of my weekly kits ready to go, and I think I bought far too many Christmas kits, so you may be seeing Christmas kits way into January on my channel, but Christmas is my favourite time of year, so I'm not too feeling too bad about that. So not in the red yet, we're still doing okay. Eating out, we spent a total of £48.55. So we have £51.45 remaining. So we do need to curb our eating out. We've just been finding it so hard, especially because where we stay in Scotland has kind of been put into this mini lockdown for 16 days. You can't really do much, so all we do is sit at home and we order a takeaway, so it's not the best. We really need to try and not do that, but we've just been finding it really hard. Household, I added this category this month and I'm so glad I did. We were able to get our car mats and just medicine and things that we just needed for the house, which is great. We spent a total of £104.79. So we still have £45.21 remaining. I don't think we should need anything else for the house, but it's good to have extra money there just in case. And I'm happy to say that we had no unbudgeted expenses and we don't budget for it. So that is how our weekly check-in is looking. We still have quite a chunk of money left, but not the best week in terms of purchases. I do want to flip you over to here. So sinking funds, we did put 392 in. I'm just going to add that in so that I don't forget. That money was for our car, but you'll see that in my sinking funds video. And Abby's birthday, I spent 30. So that has been done as well. But that is everything for this video. Let me zoom you out. So for our weekly check-in, and I'll just go and tick all of these off as we have checked them. So let's just tick them all. We are going shopping next tomorrow, which is Monday, because I'm hoping to pick up my laptop on that day. Also tick Abby's birthday as I've tracked that in there. So we're hoping to go away on the 12th. I'm off this full week, so I'm hoping that I don't spend any money. Usually when I'm off we don't spend much money. That seems to be how it worked. But I do have my nails and my eyebrows that weekend. So my next check-in will be to track from the 12th until the 17th. And then, so we'll see how much you spend. I'm hoping to have a slow week, not much in terms of spending. If you have not seen my dashboard setup, I'll leave it in the cards up above. You have been giving me lots of good ideas to watch. So we've got Halloween Town. Some people also said Hocus Pocus. I've never seen that, so me and Thomas are going to watch it, I think tonight. So Hocus Pocus. So please keep leaving your suggestions for things to watch, and thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave in the comments how your October budget is going. Are you sticking within your budget, or are you a bit like me and you're overspending? I think with it getting closer and closer to Christmas, we have the tendency to overspend, but this is why I love to do these weekly check-ins, because it lets me know what I need to slow down in and not spend as much. So it's really beneficial. But thank you again for watching this video. If you're new here, please consider subscribing and joining our little YouTube family. And I'll see you all in my next video, guys. Have a magical day. Bye.